MB1, the one of one, is back. We all know what he did, but the NBA is now allowing him to uncover his tattoo of the LF. We all know is for his middle name, LaFrance, but also for his clothing line. Is big business going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Rock Nation Sports had to get involved. We got to break it all down. Jay-Z must have had to come out the woodworks, to get this deal done. But nonetheless, LaMelo Ball in his return, he definitely did his thing. But listen, against the San Antonio Spurs, I mean, the Hornets should have put out a better performance. I didn't like what I seen collectively as a unit, but nonetheless, Lamelo, he infected the game all over the place. He had 28 points, he had 3 rebounds, he had 5 assists, but most of all, what was so intriguing to me was the 5 steals. He went 5 of 14 from the field, 3 of 9 from three. This is all in his return game, y'all. He played 27 minutes. The team looked flat. Melo looked like he tried to infect the game, like I said, from everywhere. He was probably able to sit out and see all of the dysfunctions that he could come and help out in these areas, and he tried to do it all. Defensively, I love what I seen from LaMelo Ball. Wait till he gets his legs up under him. You can't replicate game speed. He's just getting back into the flow of things after missing so much time. Nonetheless, the Charlotte Hornets are on a rough, rocky road. But really, to tell you the truth, this is good news. This is being reported all over the place. This news broke, I would say, what, like minutes before the game. Charlotte Hornets superstar LaMelo Ball, returned after a 6 week absence. If you've been living under a rock, but the NBA will allow him to keep uncovered a tattoo below his left ear that previously had been considered a violation of league rules against commercial logos, sources told ESPN on Friday. Melo can now play with the LF initials, short for LaFrance, his middle name, and a clothing line distinguishable to the public. This is what the reports have put out. Melo had covered the tattoo with a band-aid for several games before a November 26th ankle sprain. We all know that sidelined him, and now he's back. Um, Nonetheless, man, the Hornets, like I said, this was a tough game. Um, we talking about 135-99 loss. So this is against the Spurs. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I don't really like the outcome of this game. In my humble opinion, I thought that the Hornets could have definitely put up a better fight. I could see if they was playing against the Nuggets or something like that. But you talking about a buck 35 to a 7-30 team in the Spurs? I mean, are you serious? But I mean, we listen. We was live a few hours ago for the game for Melo, but it, like I said, it was very tough. You had so many different perspectives on the situation with Lamelo Ball, but nonetheless, it is what it is. At the end of the day, um, in a statement, I want to get into this because the NBA, these are being reported from Woj actually, the NBA and Mello, and obviously it says his representation at Rock Nation Sports and the Players Association. All of these people were involved, ladies and gentlemen. They had several weeks of conversations early in the season about the tattoo, and Ball began covering up prior to a November 14th game to avoid league fines. So these are the things that was coming out. But at the end of the day, Melo has a game to play, so he can't let all of this stuff, negate him and things like that. He's got to be focused because the Charlotte Hornets is requiring all of his undivided attention. Because if they don't have it, they're done. In my humble opinion, if Melo was healthy throughout the duration of the season, could they have closed the gap a little bit? Yeah, possibly. But at the end of the day, the Charlotte Hornets got a lot of ground to make up. They got to get some more requisite parts. I think the organization, they can't get so caught up in renovation so soon, because if you don't have the superstar or superstars available there, I mean, what good is it? So at the end of the day, I think you got to build, personnel first, and then all of the other stuff is going to take care of itself. So I want to see what's going to happen here. But I think this is good. If you want to say it could have been a distraction for Melo, but I highly doubt it was. But obviously, in the beginning of the season, the press and all of that, um, Lonzo had to go through it, and the NBA. And at the time, I'm not even sure if he was even with Clutch Sports. I'm not. Like I said, it was crazy. The NBA wasn't budging, but it seems like I want to get to the bottom of what happened, but from reports are saying Rock Nation was big on this move, making it happen. So I could only imagine the influence. We all know what Jay-Z has done with the NFL and things like that. He just sat down with Roger Goodell and he deliberated and talked about different relations and the way they should go about business. Now you see it here in the NBA, where a situation where Rock Nation, Jay-Z was able to get with Adam Silver, the Players Association, and get something situated for Melo, because this is a rising superstar in this league. When you talk about the LeBrons of the world getting old, things of that nature, who's the guys that's going to hold the league after? You understand when these people are gone. You understand when the Currys of that nature. I mean, you talking about a small crop of people, and LaMelo Ball, he's right up there with the upper echelons, point blank. Period. Everybody's throwing their hat and their name in that race for the top dog. You understand? Once you see where you got LeBron, maybe three more, and then he's gone. So these guys will be really entering their prime, at that time. So I think that the Hornets is very paramount for them to get it together during this time period. So this season to me is a wash. Let's see how many games Melo is looking to play, but next season, hopefully they can get situated. There's going to be a lot of contracts, a lot of money on the table. It's going to be big business, and people are going to have to roll their sleeves up. And a lot of these people that we see in the organization on the sidelines, we may not see them for so much longer. But nonetheless, this is big news. LaMelo Ball in his return, he did an unbelievable job. He just need to keep pushing. We will be live for the Miami Heat, so make sure you pull up tomorrow or whenever you get in this video in a few hours. It's Flight Sports TV. Make sure you subscribe for more news, updates, and more. You already know what it is. Shout out to LaMelo Ball, MB1, the one of one.